Happy Wednesday, September 7th. Oh gosh, I think it's the 7th. I don't know. Let me drive and look at my phone at the same time to figure out what day it is. Why does this not even... Yes, September 7th, Wednesday. I'm all messed up. Well, Guns N' Roses on probably does not help keep me on the straight and narrow. No, September 7th, 2022. We are getting close. We're in that kill zone. September, where they pull the rug out from underneath us. They like to do that. I'm hearing a lot of talk about that from different, I don't even know what the right word is. You know, I don't even like to use the word influencers. I'm not an influencer. I don't want to be an influencer. I am a crypto advocate. I am a humanity advocate. I'm not an influencer. I don't want to be an influencer. I may influence some people with what I say. It's not my intent. But anyway, different people on YouTube talking about, oh, September, everything's going down, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, everything's going to go to fall apart, you know, screaming. You know, we kind of knew this was coming. Don't know if it's going to be this month. Don't know if it's going to be next month. Could be. I mean, they do like to pull things on this. It's the Shemitah. It's the Jubilee year. Yeah. You know, world's going to end. World's always going to end, seems like. We've been hearing that the oceans are going to dry up, that California's going to break off. We've been hearing this for years. So, again, I don't want to be putting rain on the parade, but I just, you know, I've heard it so many times, and at some point, you just get tired of hearing the same old thing. You know, the world's always going to end. Everything's going to fall apart this week. But anyway, this is the time that they'll pull it if they do, and this could be one of those times. I mean, it very well could, just looking at it rationally, you know, how they're setting things up economically. But the thing is, no matter what happens, you know, you got to be prepared. You got to be prepared for life no matter what. So you got to have the things you need. You got to have your food. If you got access to water, that's great. If you've got it stored up and you've got the ability to store it, that's great. If you've got the ability to store some fuel, awesome. You got the ability to store some food, awesome. You know, little things that you do on a daily basis, think about what you need. And then get that, have that in your possession. And that's really the main thing. And, you know, you can only stock so much. You know, it's unless you're living the, I don't know what you want to call it, the prepper life, or not even that, living the Amish life, to where you're storing your foods, you're growing your own stuff, you're canning your own stuff, you're getting everything, you know, as local as you possibly can, as self-sufficiently as you possibly can. If you're doing those things, then that's the key. You know, you just make that a lifestyle. And so when they pull the rug economically, because that's how they always got to do it, economic rug pulls, then you're prepared for it because you know that it's coming, and it could come at any time. All right, I'm not going to harp on that much longer, but I mean, that's really the key, you know, and that gives you a sense of comfort, a sense of security, rather than thinking, all right, it's all going to end. What are we going to do? Oh, I got my guns, I got my bullets, I got all this ready, you know, and you're just, you know, you take it to the extreme. For it to get to that point to where, you know, we need to, you know, secure our households and, you know, band together and, you know, Mad Max and I mean, it would have to get really bad. Now, in an economic collapse where the money dies, yeah, I mean, that could happen, absolutely. That's why you got to have things that you need. If you like cigars, you might want to have a few. If you like chocolate, you might want to have a little bit set aside. If you drink coffee, you might want to have some coffee beans and a way to grind them without electricity, a hand grinder. You know, and then use the, okay, this is what I do. I got this little stainless steel hand grinder, and it's enough to fill a carafe, you know, of coffee. And then at the top, it's got this stainless steel cone filter to where I don't need to buy filters. So I get my coffee beans, put them in this little grinder, grind them myself every morning because I'm the only one in the house that drinks coffee in the morning anyway. And I'll grind them all up while I'm getting other stuff ready to go, kind of putting it out, you know, I'll grind it, set it down, feed the dogs, you know, grind it, take the dogs out, grind it. And before you know it, it's done. I got them all ground up for the day, fresh, right there. Dump them into the stainless steel conical thing, you know, filter. And I just have boil the hot water, you know, in a tea kettle. And then I do a pour over. I just pour it over, let it drip, pour over, let it drip, done. All right, when it's done, I can empty the grounds. I mean, if you want to put them on the garden, you can do that, you know, but you empty the coffee grounds, you rinse off the filter, you're done. You're not wasting anything. You're not wasting filters, buying more filters. I do that every day. So I'm kind of in the mindset that, you know, the only thing I need is heat for the water. And then even then, if I don't have it, I just pour the water over it. I don't care. I like cold coffee. So you get in the habit of doing those things rather than, you know, oh, okay, I grind my coffee with the electric grinder every day, and then I put it in the bun warm, you know, coffee machine, and, you know, and you have all these automations that you get used to. And so when they're taken away, you're desperate. You're taken away and you're very upset. So maybe start thinking of ways to, you know, maybe do things a little more simply. Because, you know, it's not just that the whole thing goes down and they rug pull everything and we go full Mad Max. No, maybe energy costs soar really high, just like they are in Europe right now. And it's hard to even stay in business. It's hard to even heat your home. It's hard to even, and you start thinking, okay, what can I cut back on? You know, what things can I not do? And one of the things would be, you know, having the electric grinder running every day, you know, for the coffee beans. Having the bun warmer, you know, uses all this electricity running. And I mean, it's little things that you can start cutting out. Oh, shut the lights out. But if you try and think of, okay, what would I have to do if I didn't have, you know, the power, the electricity? And then you start maybe incorporating that into your daily life and doing that on a daily basis so that you're accustomed to it and it's not such a shock to the system, you know, and you're shocked out of that comfort zone. And you know, when something does happen, or when you just want to cut back on energy, you know, you just start migrating yourself out of it and doing things more independently. Anyway, this whole rant started because I was talking about, you know, the economic collapse. Everybody says the economic collapse is going to come. Well, if it does, it does. You just have to be prepared no matter what, because it could come at any point. No man knows the time or the hour, you know, and it's just, that's what it comes down to. And so I guess on a daily basis, the best thing you can do, the best advice I could possibly give, is to start doing things more independently and less dependent upon the system that could collapse or could be taken away or could be, like in California, you know, blackouts. Oh, we got to have rolling blackouts. You know, energy consumption's too much. We can't do it. Hey, everybody buy an electric vehicle in California because that's what they want you to do. And then you can't plug it in because it taxes the grid too much. See, that was well thought out. I tend to think, you know, everybody thinks that these politicians and, you know, these people promoting these things, this climate change and green energy, they think, oh, what idiots. They're so stupid. Didn't they know that? Yeah, they knew that. Of course they knew that. It's just that they have a different agenda. And so now they can use the excuse of, well, you cut your energy, you know, who knew? They knew, of course they knew. And that's just how it is. They want to push you into things that are unsustainable. They say it's sustainable, but it becomes unsustainable. And you're seeing the proof of it right now. It's not currently sustainable. Let's put it that way. I'm not saying that long term it's, you know, not sustainable, but right now it's not sustainable. It's just in a short-term scenario, what they're planning and what they want you to do as far as electric vehicles is not sustainable. The infrastructure is not in place. The batteries are not to the point where they need to be yet. You know, if it costs you $30,000 to replace the battery system in a hybrid vehicle, how smart is that? When I can have a DigiByte that's a 2000, has a diesel engine in it, and almost 300,000 miles, right at 300,000 miles. I got like 347 miles to go. And then, you know, I can fix that, this and that. You know, there's little thing I need to fix in here. I got to tear the dash apart. And it's just a common problem with these little blended doors that the air moves and it mixes because the holes start exposing. Anyway, I got to cover them up. It's easy job. Cover them up, not duct tape, but the metal tape. Cover the holes. That way, when the door's shut, the air doesn't flow through. And so in the wintertime, you got hot heat instead of lukewarm heat. But I got to tear the dash apart to do it. But I'm all right with that because I don't have a car payment. And I know that I can fix that. It's, you know, there's a lot of things that I can fix on this. Change the starter, change the tensioner, you know, change the, you know, I don't even know what else I've changed. But, you know, those things you can do. Electric vehicle, battery, I can't do any of that. I'd probably kill myself, touching a battery in the wrong way. So, and then you pay a lot more money for it. So when it's dead, it's dead. This, I can resurrect multiple times, and I've done it. I'm good with that. That's the way I'd rather have it. But they're pushing you into a system that you're even more centralized control, because you can't fix it on your own. You're dependent upon somebody to fix it. I was looking at a part to get put into a remote start for my daughter's vehicle. And I'm like, I put one in, to my wife's. It's, it was an easy thing. And so I was looking for the same kind of kit for my daughter's vehicle. And I couldn't find one. You got to do this, you got to do that. I'm like, maybe this job's not for me. And I want to go take it to a local place that does that. There's a place that does it all the time. So I go to their website and get an idea how much this would cost me. Currently, we're not installing remote start systems because we don't have enough people on staff to do it. I'm like, are you kidding me? But this is what happens when you're outsourcing the knowledge, when you're outsourcing the ability to fix things to someone else. Then you might just be hosed when you need to get something fixed. So, not just anybody can work on these cars, these battery operated cars. So we're setting ourselves up for failure in a lot of ways, by trusting that these central authorities, and then they're going to give you bonuses, the green, this Inflation Reduction Act had $369 billion in, funding for green energy. And so you'll get tax incentives and rebates only if the car meets specific, requirements. And it's just still a $60,000 car. Oh, but we're going to give you $7,500. Okay. And then I can't fix it? Okay. Well, it's got a warranty on it. Well, when the warranty expires, then what? This car's been running for 22 years. So I just... You're putting yourself in a worse situation, and that's what they want you to do. They want everything totally controlled, centralized. You can't fix it. You can't do anything for yourself. And they want to paint it as, oh no, it's better. It's greater. All right, I'm just ranting. I'm on a tangent. But I'm going to talk about cryptocurrency a little bit. I've got some people who have emailed me. I haven't gotten back to you, and I apologize. Asking questions about cryptocurrency. So I kind of like to cover it in the video because I've only got so much personal time beyond what I do here to be able to address those things. And, I get a lot of questions and it's just, I can't answer them all. So, I'll try and answer those things here. Somebody had asked me, what's the best place? Where's the best place to buy cryptocurrency? And I'm like, define best. You can buy it on Coinbase if you, I'm not saying that's the best place because you got to jump through some hoops. You got to send in your ID, and get verified and KYC, know your customer, and so, but it's like setting up a bank account is essentially what it is. And then you can link your current bank account, take money out of that and buy cryptocurrency, and then withdraw it off that exchange and put it in your own possession, which I highly recommend. Put it in your own wallet. That's one way. Gemini is another way. It's another exchange. You can go to a coin flip ATM. If you've got a wallet on your phone that you've downloaded, let's work with Litecoin because that's what I'm all about, Litecoin. And you can go to an ATM, a coin flip ATM. I found their rates are the best. Go there and you can put cash in and scan your wallet address and it'll send the funds right to it after you put the cash in. If you're under $900 or under, you don't need to show your ID or do any of that and get, all that. If you're going to buy more than that, then yeah, you got to get verified and do all that stuff. But it's as simple as going and you take your cell phone and they'll have you put your cell phone number in. They'll send you a verification text. You'll put that, those digits in, those numbers in. And that's pretty much it. You put your cash in and boom, it comes right out and you walk away with sound money for the digital age, Litecoin and Bitcoin and many others. So that's an easy way to do it. I have not tried out CoinMe, which is Coinstar. I know you can do it at Coinstar now, and I need to do that. They're running a contest right now. You should all look into that. Go to coin.me because you can get Litecoin on there. You can pay with cash. I want to try that out, so I can't really say that that's the best way to do it. I don't know what their fees are. I need to do that, but I know you can do that now. You can buy it, through some wallets that you download. You can use a company called Simplex and use a credit card, and it'll deposit it right into your wallet. I think you can do that with the Atomic wallet, Monarch wallet. There's several other wallets that allow you to just buy it, but the fees are higher, and you can pay with a credit card. So that makes it a little bit easier. So there's several ways to do it. You just kind of look into it. I've got resources on my website, clintwestwood.net, and you can check out some of the wallets, some places to buy it. If they give referral links, I put that into the link, so that might help me, and usually helps you if you sign up using that link. So if you're going to sign up for any of that stuff, use that link. Go to clintwestwood.net and click through on any of those links if you're going to sign up for that stuff. Download the Fold app. And again, there's a referral link on my website too, and you can get some free Bitcoin, a little bit of Bitcoin by signing up. That's a good one to use. Just download the Fold app, and every day you can spin the wheel, and you're going to win 5 Satoshis, 1,000 Satoshis, up to 1,000,000 Satoshis. And a Satoshi is just the smallest, current smallest division of a Bitcoin. So it's 0.7 zeros and then a 1 at the end. You can divide Bitcoin down to that many digits. So you don't need to buy a whole Bitcoin. You can buy a fraction of a Bitcoin. You can buy $5 worth of Bitcoin. So that's one way to do it. The Fold app, you can get Bitcoin every day. And if you sign up for their card, which the annual fee is like, I don't know, $120 or something. But what you do with that, that's a pretty good deal, because, it's just a Visa debit card. You load it up, and everywhere you go, and you just use that card, and you get to spin the wheel, and you get, Bitcoin rewards every time you do it. Minimum of 1% back, guaranteed if you just want to just take that, or you can spin the wheel, get up to 5%. You can win 1 Bitcoin, there's all kinds of different things. And so, Fold is a good way to do it. I recommend anybody, let's sign up for the card, just download the app onto your phone, and every day you can spin the wheel and get that. And then LOLLI is another one, LOLLI. And again, go to my website and use these referral links that I've got out there. For LOLLI and Fold app, if you sign up by yourself, you don't get anything. You sign up using the link, they give you a little bit, and they give me a little bit. So that's pretty cool. It's not much. It's just, I'd rather you just get it done. But if you're going to do it, use my link. I'd appreciate it. But LOLLI, all right. So this is LOLLI every day. And you can link a debit card to it. In certain places, you get even more Bitcoin back. But every day you can click on that. And then when you do this, so today I got 32 Satoshis. So that's 0.6032 of a Bitcoin. And, it's usually in the 2 digits, but every day you can do that. And eventually it adds up, and then you can withdraw that. And you can shop with that. Like if you have, I don't know, you just go to LOLLI in the app, there's like if you go to Chewy, order stuff from Chewy.com for the animals, if you got pets, and you use it, you purchase it just using the LOLLI app, pay the same amount of money, but you get like 4% back in Bitcoin. So if you spend $100, you get $4 in Bitcoin. So it's pretty cool. But every day you get that free, open that treasure chest, and you get a little Bitcoin. Same with Fold. So I would recommend those things, and that way you're not actually buying anything, to kind of get your feet wet and get in there and just start getting Bitcoin every day. And you can withdraw those to your own Bitcoin wallet. That's what I like about it. They're not going to hold on to it forever. You can take it off and put it into your own wallet. Then you can transfer it into Litecoin. So look into those two and use the referral links on my website. And that's some easy ways to do it. Anyway, this was about, how do I get cryptocurrency? Those are a couple of ways to do it. And I'll talk more about that. I do have something set up that I've never done to where I will do consulting, and you can click through in a link, and I will spend a half an hour with you doing this stuff. If you're interested in that, I'll get a link out there for that. I had it set up, and I don't know, I never used it. I hate charging for anything. I just want to educate, but it is my time, and I will go ahead and put that out there if any of you are interested in that. And you can just ask me any question you want, and it's different format. So I'll drop that link at some point and put that out there. But if you do have questions, ask. I'll try and address most of them in videos to where I just want you to learn. I just want you to be able to do what you learn how to do this stuff. And that's really my goal here. So those are some ways to get some cryptocurrency. All right. Rambled enough. Love you all. Hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. And I will probably talk again tomorrow. And, just in this process, don't worry. Things are going to fall apart because they have to. It's a big Ponzi scheme. The monetary system's a Ponzi scheme. That's why we look at cryptocurrency, because cryptocurrencies, especially Litecoin, you have the ability to have a finite asset, something that is, how many can ever exist. You don't know how much silver ever exists. You don't know how much gold can ever exist. You definitely don't know how many Federal Reserve notes that can ever exist, because they can just create more. There's only so much Litecoin to go around. Only so much Bitcoin to go around. Only so much DigiByte to go around. Dogecoin, it's unlimited supply. But you can still hold it in your own possession. It's better than what they're giving you, though. All right, so cryptocurrency, you definitely want to look at that. You can hold sound money for the digital age in your own possession. No bank, no central government, no central bank can control it. The network allows you to send it 24/7, 365 days a year, 366 days on a leap year, and an election year, and an Olympic year. All right, look into Litecoin, and check out those apps on clintwestwood.net. LOLLI, LOLLI, and the Fold app. Download that on your phone and get free Bitcoin every day. Use that referral link. All right, I love you all. Hope you have a wonderful day. Trust yourselves. Don't worry about the madness that's coming. Just prepare every day and think about what you do every day and how you can do those things without depending upon the centralized system. All right. Always trust yourself. Love you all. Have a great day.